Hey, this is Kristen from K Music and Design, and today I'm going to be teaching you my cover of The Girl by City of Color. So let's take out our capo here and put it on fret number 3, close to that fret line but not touching it, and try and have everything nice and lined up. You can also see it over on up there in the close-up. So The Girl by City of Color has 4 chords that we're going to be using today. So we have our G major, our E minor, which has 6 strings being strummed, our C major, which only has the 5 strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strings being strummed, and our D major, which has those 4 high strings being strummed. And if you don't know why, or you would like to know why, there are only so many strings being strummed in a chord, make sure you check out my why are there this many strings being strummed, and I'll link that video down in the description below. And if you don't know your chords yet, I also have a video for that. It's called Understanding the Fretboard, which I explain why these little lines are here and what they are, and how to create some of the chords, which I believe I have all 4 of those chords. If not, I'm sorry. And I will hopefully make a video for all 4. Great, let's keep going. Let's learn The Girl. And this capo, if you don't know what a capo is for, or capo if you call it that way, whoops, keep it nice and straight, it changes whichever fret you put it on to open. So now this is our open, or fret 0. This is fret 1, fret 2, where we will be staying kind of fret 1, 2, and 3 for these chords. Anyway, on to taking off the capo if you do not have one. So if you do not have a capo, that's okay. You'll just be playing a few different chords. So instead of playing our G, we're going to be playing an A sharp. So we're only going to be playing these 3 strings. So that's your D string, your G string, and your B string. And we're going to be placing all 3 fingers here. You can see it over here better. Right here on our 3rd fret. So that's your A sharp chord. And then for our E minor, we're going to be scooching our fingers over ever so slightly to the high 3 strings. We're only going to be playing the G, B, and high E string. And second last, instead of playing our C up here with that capo, we're going to be playing our let's go down to our 6th fret on that high E string, our B on the 7, and a G on the 7th fret. And we're only going to be playing those 3 strings. Again, making sure they all ring out nicely. Ooh, I noticed that this finger here was touching this high string, so make sure that all of your fingers are only touching the strings that they need to be pressing down on. And lastly, instead of playing our D way up here, we're going to be playing an F, or a variation of an F. So we're only going to be playing your D string, G string, and your B string for that F. That's what it looks like up on your B, G, and down 3rd fret on your D string. There you go. So if you do not have a capo, those are the 4 chords that you will be using. That will sound the same as using the capo. So let's go on to learning the strumming pattern. So there's our 4 chords, and they are pretty much the same strumming pattern throughout the entire song. So just to learn the chord progression, we're only going to be doing that downstroke while we switch from chord to chord, just to start off with. And I'll show you a few different strumming patterns that you could use. So starting on the G, we're going to go 2 times down, 2 to E minor, 1, 2, now the C, 1, D, and G 2 times. Great. So let's start at the very, very beginning again, and starting with 2 strokes strummed down with the G. So 1, 2, switch to E minor 2 times, 1, 2, C once, D once, G2, 2, E minor 1, 2, C1, D1, G2. Let's practice that. Let's go 4 times for that whole strumming pattern, and then we'll move on to learning a new strumming pattern. So starting and 1, 2, switch E minor 1, 2, switch C1, D1, G2. Again, G2, E minor 2, C, switch D, switch G2. Third time, G2, E minor 2, C, D, G2. Last time, G2, E minor 2, C, D, G2. Excellent. And you can always press somewhere, let me see if I get this right. I think it's on the side here. I'm going, hopefully, okay, so it might be over whichever is the right hand side of the screen. Will be a little settings buttons over there, and if you click on one of them, there is a speed. But just know if you slow down or speed up the speed of the video, the sound will sound a little bit different, but it will help you get your timing nice and steady with the video. Great, and go as quick or as slow as you want. There's some spots of the song, there's some spots of the song at the end that are going to speed up, and we're going to have a nice fancy. So let's learn one of the strumming patterns that I feel sounds good with this song. So it's going to be a down, 2 ups, and then quick up, down, 2 ups, 2, up, down, up. So thinking about when we had our 2 strokes down on that G, that's going to mean 2 full strumming patterns. So we're going to have 2 full strumming patterns on that G. So let's try it out. G, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. Switch to E minor, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, 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 down, up. One time on the C, up, 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 down, up, D, up, up, down, up. 2 times in the G, up, down, up, and finish on the down. Or the next chord would be that down. Great. So let's see if we can go a teeny tiny bit quicker on that spot. Ready, and down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, E minor, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1 time C, up, down, up, 1 time D, up, down, up, 2 times G, up, down, to finish off. Excellent. So that is the whole first verse and first chorus, and then we change it up ever so slightly. So the next part of the song, that verse, chorus, and final chorus, is our quick version of the strumming pattern, and we add a little bit of extra jazz to it there. So let's go nice and slow for this first one. So we're going to go down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And if you notice, there's a kind of a pause at the first down, up, pause, up, down, up, pause, up, down, up. Okay, so let's try that a teeny tiny bit quicker with our chord progression. Ready, and down, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, C, up, down, up, D, up, down, up, G, up, down, up, down, up, and then here's where it changes a little bit, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So think about 4 downs and 4 ups, or 8 if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then down will be your first beat of the next chord. So that little quick spot right there is going to happen after the end of each of our chord progressions. So let's try 2 full chord progressions. Thinking about the strumming pattern equals 1, and our G starts with 2 strumming patterns before the next chord, that E minor. So let's start. We're going to go slow first, and then the second time we're going to go quick. Ready, and down, up, down, up, down, E minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, C, D, G, up, down, 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 up. There we go. So that is going to be pretty much the whole second half of the song. And then at the very end of the song, after our down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, nice big finish. Nice loud finish. Let's try doing our 2 chord progressions a little bit quicker with that same strumming pattern. And then I'll teach you one more new strumming pattern that we can use throughout the whole song. Ready, and down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. What a tongue twister. Okay, so let's go back to the very beginning of the song here, and I'm going to be teaching you a new strumming pattern which will work throughout the whole song, and the second half we're just going to add a teeny tiny up, down, just like we did in the first a little bit. So this next strumming pattern I do have a video for as well. I believe it's for Wagon Wheel is the video that I did it for. And it is the down, down, up, down, up. And I believe it is called D, D, U, U, D, U. Down, down, up, down, up. And pattern, or strumming pattern. So you can check out that video. If I remember, I will put it in the link below. If not, here we go. Great, so that is the whole first half of the song. And then remember that second half, that goes a little bit quicker, so we literally go a little bit quicker. So now we go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And at the end of our chord progression, we're still going to add in that down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'm going to go nice and slow, but you can always speed up the video or try it out at the end at full speed. So let's start nice and slow. Ready, and down, down, up, pause, up, down, up, pause, up, down, up, switch, down, up, down, up, down, at one time on the C, one time on the D, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, again, down, up, down, up, down, switch, down, up, down, switch, down, up, down, switch, down, up, switch, down, up, down, down. So there you have a few different strumming patterns for the song. Not My Girl, but also a really good song, The Girl by City of Color. And stay tuned in a few seconds and we can try it out full speed together with this down, down, up version of the strumming pattern. Excellent, so thank you for watching, and make sure you do check out my other videos, and hopefully I will remember to link the ones that I talked about previously in this video down in the description below. And make sure you check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at K Music and Design, and also check out my other videos on this channel for more musical content and also some art content. And consider supporting me at patreon.com/kmusicanddesign. Thank you for including me on your musical journey. Happy learning! wish that I